Good afternoon, sir. So you just mentioned that left is the better alternative for India. And I believe that people generally subscribe to things that they believe that is good for them. Okay. So from a vote share of 6.5% in the 1980s to 1.75 in the last election, why the general public of India is pushing the left ideology? If they are good, if left is as good as what you preach, then why are they not subscribing to that ideology? And would you put the blame on the ideology itself or on the majority population of India and call themselves dumb on not selecting something good for them? Thank you.
Yeah, I think the fundamental mistake you're making is that the popularity is measured in terms of elections. Right? That is the mistake. The left's influence also is in setting the agenda before the country. And in setting the agenda before the country, all mass movements that you've seen in the past 4 years have all been led by the left. Whether the Kisan agitation or the trade union or anything. So don't, again I told you, don't reduce politics to arithmetic.
Yeah.
So don't quote numbers to me.
No, I'm not quoting
numbers. No, you say, please bear with me. Don't be so impatient. The issue is that what is the agenda you're setting? Once the agenda is set, people will do the change. You and I are not required. But setting that agenda is the job that the political parties and forces have to do. And in that, look at the last 4 years, any protest actions or any movements in India have not happened without the presence or led by the left.
Sir, I totally accept the point. And we need a strong opposition for the better functioning of this democracy. And if you're putting up such great policies or ideology, then why is it not reflecting in the numbers? Like at the end of a year, a student is measured in terms of their mark, right? So we need an analysis or we need something to determine how good it is. So these numbers, you can't deny these numbers. So why? I mean, my question is out of compassion and concern. Like, why is it not reflecting on the numbers? At the end of the day, we need numbers.
That is why it is not reflecting, and there are various other reasons as well. Why is it not reflecting? Today you look at the influence of money power in elections. I mean, can anybody today ignore the fact that the party that is winning the elections is winning primarily because of the amount of power it has through control over monetary resources? 80% or more of your electoral bonds are there. Electoral bonds are nothing but legalizing political corruption. They legalize political corruption and 80% plus goes to the BJP and use that. Secondly, even people also defeat the BJP. They still form the government like in Goa, like in Karnataka, like in Madhya Pradesh. They tried in Maharashtra. So what is elections for? So if you are destroying your entire electoral democracy in this process, there are various factors that go into how elections are held, elsewhere in the country. That's why I keep on saying you are lucky in Kerala. Elsewhere in the country, in elections, this time in Rampur, in the by-election, the Muslims were not allowed to come to vote. What do you call that? Democracy. Why are people not voting then? Why are the minorities, we say we want the, safety of the minorities. Samajwadi Party there, UP, we were not the candidate. Samajwadi Party is saying that they fight for the safety of the minorities, they protect the minorities. Why did they not win? Because you don't allow the minorities to vote. And then you had the UP Chief Minister, when we were there together in Himachal in the campaign. Together means at the same time, not together. So we were there at the same time. And what was the speech? He said in Hindi, he says in this Dev Bhumi, Himachali calls it Dev Bhumi because Himalaya, he said in this Dev Bhumi, how are you electing communists? We in India, our most important passion that drives us is our religion. We may be hungry, we may be unemployed, but we will not tolerate any attack on our religion. Understand? That is why I spent a long time trying to impress upon you that false consciousness has to be destroyed.